In this video today, I will talk about law of karma and the boomerang. I had similar videos before. You can find in the library of my videos. But today is going to be much different. The law of karma or law of boomerang. And especially if a man hurted woman, betrayed the woman who really loved him. And that's big, not just when somebody called your name or if you two just decide to separate and not to be together. When the betrayal comes in relationship, and most of the time, and it's statistics, right, it comes from men. And I'm not sure why men don't cherish, appreciate women who love them. They said man love his freedom. They say love comes with a lot of space. To me, what comes with a lot of space is nothingness, emptiness, or when you really don't care about your partner. When you love someone, when you cherish them, you want to be with them. You want to spend as much time with them. You want to take care of them. You want to have so many different things with them, right, with your partner. And it's normal for men and women, I believe. And as much as people say, all these smart gurus and all this new age psychologists, they said, men need freedom, give men freedom. And if you chase man, he will disappear. Well, what kind of man is that if you show him your love and he will disappear? That's not a man. That's a dog. Even the dog will not disappear. The dog will love you forever. I don't know what to compare with. Anyway, back to law of karma and boomerang. So be careful, man, when you disappoint, and more than disappoint, betray a woman. When she finds out that she was not the only a cherry on your cake, on your pie, on your plate. When she finds out that at the same time you're playing with others, while you're so sweet to her, while you will giving her promises or silent promises sometime, sometime when men date women and he tells her like small things like, oh, what do you think if you're gonna have kids? Or what do you think if you're gonna be living together? Do you like a house or do you like a condo? Or etc., etc., etc. Those are little tiny signs for women, means that men accepting her. And certain men, and I find that from my experience and from my clients' experience, they like to play games. Like recently, a woman came to me and she wanted a love spell. And at the end of the session, we realized she doesn't need a love spell. She needs a love spell for herself. She just needs to find her ground and balance and start to appreciate and love and really treasure herself. And back to the boomerang again. So when you really hurt a woman, women for most part don't need to create black magic. A strong woman who really had a lot of feelings for men, once she get really hurt, any word, any emotion, especially if it's a negative, that's sent to that man can act as a weapon. For example, if a woman got hurt and she's been crying and she found her strength and she just said, you know what the heck with you, I wish your life will be empty and no one ever look at you. And you know what? That can be translated as a curse. Not because she willingly wanted, it's because she just sent the energy towards the man what he deserved. Okay? So what can happen if she has a very strong energy And if she is one of the signs of zodiac as a Scorpio or Virgo, by the way, as a Virgo, I can tell that we have a very strong tone and a very strong power of intention. Once we say the word, we can literally destroy. So I always try to be extremely careful with what I say, especially to my loved ones and to my family members, because at some point, one time I had an argument and I almost finished the life of somebody that I loved, and I had to replay it back, and I had to create basically almost like a ritual to cancel what I said. It was really, really strong. So, however, can other women from other horoscope sign do that? Absolutely. And especially if your numerology number or numerological number when you're born, for example, if you're born on a date as 4th, it's a number of spiritual planet Rahu. So number 4th, number 13, number 22, and number 31. Those are born witches. And born witches means we are connected to the earth. We are connected to the nature. We are connected to our, not to our power of ancestors only, but to element to which we're born. For example, I was born with element of a lot of fire, but also with a lot of earth as a Virgo, right? And for example, if you're born in a different sign of zodiac in a different month, and you, for example, water or air, but you are number 4th, right? So because 1 plus 3, like for example, if you are 13, 1 plus 3 equals 4, or 22, it's 2 plus 2 equals 4, or 31st, 3 plus 1 equals 4. So if you one of those numbers, and you also have strong ability to manipulate your own element, for example, element of water, fire, etc. So dig deep down into that, learn about yourself. Those women are literally your karma. And especially imagine I was born in one of those numbers. I have a 4th in my zodiac, and I'm Virgo. So the moment I say something, or I slightly wish or imagine something happened to the person, that person literally can disappear from this life. And I have to literally maintain my cool and my balance not to hurt people. So for a man, but also this not only for a man, for a woman, but mostly it relates to a loving relationship when our heart is broken. So this curse, you don't even need to make it. You don't even to produce any portion or go at night to the cemetery. You don't need to do all that. The moment you imagine your the person who hurted you, who betrayed you, who hurted your heart, who really dropped you like you are nothing. The moment you remember that person with all your pain, with all your suffering, or with all the betrayal, that person will have a very bad outcome. And if you want to do it purposely, I mean, it's up to you. But there is always in life, it has to be balance. If somebody hurts you, I believe they deserve something like that back. Okay. So that's all for today. Again, I'm not... this video is not about going and hurt people, but in life it has to be balanced. So those who have ears, they will understand what I'm saying. Much luck and much love, but remember about balance.